Good morning, students. Today we are going to start formation of aldehyde from nitrines and esters. So day before yesterday, we have taught about formations of aldehydes and ketones from different methods. Now, in this topic, we will study about preparation of aldehydes only. Preparation of aldehydes we are going to study. And yesterday we I explained a point that preparation of aldehyde from acyl chloride and the reactions is Rosen-Mund reaction, and it is very important reaction to form aldehyde from acyl chloride. In this reaction, acyl chloride is reduced in the presence of lead and barium sulfate, and in the presence of boiling xylene, and sulfur is also taken here. Barium sulfate act as a poison for the lead because lead is a strong reducing agent. So to stop the chemical reactions at the state of aldehydic condition, we use lead in this reaction, and this reaction is called Rosenmund reactions. So I think the reactions is complete, complete to all of you. Now we are going to start formation of aldehydes and nitrines. We are going to form aldehydes from nitriles and esters. So how to form nitriles and how to form aldehydes from nitriles and esters in this reactions we are going to see. So in these reactions, first method, when ethanol solutions of nitrile dissolve in the ether. Ethanol solution means when nitrile is dissolved in ether, it is called ethanol solution. Nitrile is dissolved in the ether, and ether is taken in form of dry ether. We have to take dry ether, and the nitrile is dissolved in the dry ether, so it is called ethanol solution. Then it is reduced by the stannous chloride in the presence of HCl gas at room temperature. Imine hydrochloride is precipitate and upon hydrolysis with boiling water gives aldehyde, and this reaction is called Stephan reaction. This is also very important reaction because it is a name reaction. It is a name reaction, so the reaction is very important. So how these reactions proceed? In this reaction, first stannous chloride react with chlorine to form stannic chloride. This is stannic chloride, and 2H plus gives out. 2H plus gives out. Then this stannic chloride, this SnCl2, react with acrylonitrile. This is the acrylonitrile, and reduction take place in the presence of HCl and dry ether. Then a intermediate is formed, and the intermediate is acetadimine hydrochloride. It is a acetadimine hydrochloride, or it is imine. And when we boil this compound, we get aldehyde. So this is name reaction and very important reaction also. So how can we write these reactions? I am writing here. See this reaction first. First of all, this SnCl2 SnCl2 react with chlorine gas to form SnCl4. Okay. Next, this is our compound. This is our compound CH3 C triple bond N. It is called acetonitrile. It is called acetonitrile plus 2H and HCl form amide hydride. So how this compound is formed? CH3 single bond C, H double bond N, H. See, these two H, one H is attached to this carbon and one H is attached to this nitrogen, and the compound is formed like this. And when we boil this compound in the presence of some reagents, we get a compound that is CH3CH. Now, I think the chemical reaction is clear to all of you. If it is clear, then we take another example. So another example, see, in another example, CN react with 2H in the presence of HCl, and same dry ether I have to take here, dry ether. Then here I will write the reaction in this manner: CH double bond and so what I did, one H is attached to this carbon and one H is attached to this nitrogen. Then this intermediate is formed and this intermediate is called imine. I-M-I-N-E, imine. And when this compound is hydrolysis, then the next compound is formed benzaldehyde. This is the benzaldehyde. So I think the reaction is clear to you, and ammonium chloride is also formed, and this reaction is called Stephan reaction. It is a name reaction. This reaction is called Stephan reaction. Stephan reaction. So I think the reaction is clear. Can you see this reaction? Can you see this reaction? This is our compound react with 2H and HCl in the presence of dry ether. This intermediate is formed and this intermediate is called imine. And when hydrolysis of imine, we get benzaldehyde. So it is again very important reaction because it is a name reaction. So I think the point is clear to you. Point is clear to you. Okay. So next is B. Nitriles can also be reduced in the presence of DiBALH. What is DiBALH? It is diisobutyl aluminum hydride. DiBALH is a diisobutyl aluminum hydride. So it is converted into again imine, and when hydrolysis upon imine, we get a aldehyde. So I am drawing the structure of DiBALH. So DiBALH means uh, this is the structure of DiBAL: CH3, CH3, CH, CH2. This is the isobutyl group. Isobutyl group. This is aluminum, hydrogen, and again I have to write here CH3, CH3, CH, CH2. So it is the group. It is called Di. It is DIBAL. DIBAL. It is a reagent. Okay. So when nitrile, alkyl nitrile react with DIBALH and in the presence of dry ether, then imine is formed, and when upon hydrolysis, this imine is converted into RCHO. And what is RCHO? It is a aldehyde. So I think the point is clear. The reactions are clear to all of you. And if you have any problem, you can ask me. Yes. Next chemical reaction is formation of aromatic aldehyde by oxidation of methyl benzene. See, in this reaction DIBALH in reaction, this is R, and when we take R, this compound hexane 4 1 in 1 nitrile, then the compound is hexane 4 in 1 L. So what happen? One H is connect here and one H is connect here, then imine is formed, and when hydrolysis of imine we get this compound. Okay. Next is formation of aromatic aldehyde by oxidation of methyl benzene. So upon oxidation of aldehyde we get, upon oxidation of aromatic hydrocarbon, we get build aldehydes, and uh, aldehydes again further oxidize into carboxylic acid. So to stop this chemical reaction at the state of aldehydic state, we take mild oxidizing agent. See, it is a strong oxidizing agent. KMnO4 and KOH is a strong oxidizing agent. So in the presence of this strong oxidizing agent, in the presence of these strong oxidizing agent, the chemical reaction will not stop at the state of benzaldehyde state. Means toluene, if I take toluene, then the reaction will not stop at benzaldehyde. It will further oxidize and form carboxylic acid. So to stop this chemical reaction at the state of benzaldehyde state, we have to take some specific oxidizing agent for this purpose. And the oxidizing agent, now we are going to discuss the oxidizing agent that we take in the reactions. See, uh, this is the toluene, and when toluene is react with chromyl chloride, and the formula of the chromyl chloride is CrO2Cl2, CrO2Cl2 in the presence of carbon disulfide atmosphere. It is a solvent to dissolve the toluene. It is the toluene. It is the solvent. The toluene is dissolved in the carbon disulfide, and the catalyst is taken Cr2O3, Cr2O2, Cl2. It is a chromyl chloride, and it is a oxidizing agent. Then a brown color precipitate is formed, and then brown color precipitate is brown chromium complex, and upon hydrolysis we get benzaldehyde. Upon hydrolysis we get benzaldehyde. So I am describing this reaction. Wait for a moment. Reaction of toluene with chromyl chloride. So our topic is reaction of toluene with chromyl chloride. The reaction of toluene with chromyl chloride, and chromyl chloride is CrO2 Cl2. Then how the reactions take place? This is the toluene react with react with CrO2 Cl2 in the presence of CS2. A intermediate is formed and that intermediate is brown colored chromium complex. It is a brown colored chromium complex and it is written in this manner CHO, sorry, here O CrCl2OH. Here also OCrCl2OH. This is the intermediate and it is a brown color complex. And upon hydrolysis, this compound upon hydrolysis convert into benzaldehyde. Upon hydrolysis, this compound is converted into benzaldehyde. So this is again very important reaction and this name reaction is called Itard reaction. It is a name reaction and this reaction is called Itard reaction. So I hope this reaction is also clear to you. Okay. Yes, the reaction is called Itard reaction. See, these are the other example. It is toluene. Toluene react with chromium trioxide in the presence of acetic anhydride and at room temperature. At intermediate is formed and that intermediate is benzene diacetate. It is a benzene diacetate. This is the acetate group. Benzene diacetate. There are two acetate group attached to the benzene ring, so it is called benzene diacetate. And upon hydrolysis, benzene diacetate convert into bench aldehyde. This is a bench aldehyde. So I think the reaction is also clear to all of you. Now going to next reaction by the side chain chlorination followed by the hydrolysis. The side chain chlorination of the toluene gives benzyl chloride and upon hydrolysis it gives benzaldehyde. So it is toluene. When this toluene react with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, we get a compound, this type of compound, and upon hydrolysis it gives benzaldehyde. So these are the different methods to form aldehydes only. These methods uh, these methods confirm to formation of aromatic aldehyde. These are the aromatic aldehyde. This is benzaldehyde and it is type of aromatic aldehyde. Next, third and important reaction is Gattermann-Koch chemical reaction. So these reactions are name reactions. So you have to write in your notebook and memorize them by writing. So when a mixture of carbon monoxide and HCl gas is passed through a solution of toluene, it is very important reaction again because it is a name reaction. Toluene or benzene at 323 Kelvin in the presence of a catalyst containing anhydrous AlCl3. It is a name reaction, so the reagent and catalyst you have to keep in your memory. And CuCl, and what is CuCl? Cuprous chloride. CuCl is cuprous chloride and para tolu tolualdehyde or or benzaldehyde is formed. If benzene is taken, then benzaldehyde is formed, and if toluene is taken, then toluene tolualdehyde is formed. So how these reactions take place? The reactions goes like this: carbon monoxide react with HCl and form HOCl. This is the first step. Okay, and when benzene, this is benzene, this benzene react with HOCl in the presence of AlCl3, AlCl3 plus CuCl, and the temperature is 323 Kelvin, 323 Kelvin, then we get benzaldehyde. We get benzaldehyde. This is the formula of benzaldehyde. So I think the reaction is clear to you. And if I take in the place of this benzaldehyde, sorry, if I take toluene in the place of benzene, then the reactions goes like this. This is toluene plus HOCl, AlCl3 plus CuCl, and the temperature is 323 Kelvin, then the product will be tolualdehyde. It is tolualdehyde, tolualdehyde, or toluenealdehyde, you can say HCl. And this reaction is called Gattermann-Koch reaction. It is a Gattermann-Koch reaction. Gattermann-Koch reaction. Again, important reaction. So I think the reactions are clear to you. Next, we are going to discuss preparation of ketones. So how ketones are formed? How ketones are formed? These are the next chemical reactions. How ketones are formed. Preparation of ketones from acid chloride or acyl chloride. Preparation of ketones from acid chloride or acyl chloride. So treatment of acyl chloride with dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium. See, it is a Grignard reagent. It is a Grignard reagent. First, we have to form dialkyl cadmium. First, we have to form dialkyl cadmium. See, listen carefully. To form ketones, first we have to form dialkyl cadmium from cadmium chloride. So we react Grignard reagent to cadmium chloride. So we get a compound, and the compound is dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium. Again, when we react alkyl chloride or acyl chloride, it is a acyl chloride or acid chloride. We can say acid chloride or acyl chloride. When this acyl chloride or acyl chloride react with dialkyl cadmium, we get the compound ketone. This is again very important reaction to formation of ketone only. Now we are going to discuss the formation of ketones only. Now again very important reactions, formation of ketones by nitrile. Formation of ketone by nitrile. So it is very important reactions, dear student. So I will write here. Okay. Reactions with Grignard reagent to form ketones. It is very important reactions as well. So how to form ketones from nitriles? Formation of ketone from nitrile. We are going to discuss formation of ketone. Formation of ketones from nitriles. From nitriles. It is very important reaction. So see here, dear student, carefully. This is our nitrile CH3, CH2, C triple bond N. I react this to Grignard reagent. So I am taking the Grignard reagent CH3, CH2, ethyl magnesium bromide. I am taking ethyl magnesium bromide. Then how these reactions take place? See, in this reaction, in this reaction, the magnesium is electropositive element. Magnesium is electropositive element and carbon is electronegative element as compared to magnesium, because the carbon has more electronegative element as compared to magnesium. Magnesium is electropositive element, so the share pair of electron will pushed away towards the carbon. So carbon acquire partially negative charge, magnesium acquire partially positive charge. Here also the electron negativity of nitrogen is much more higher as compared to carbon. So nitrogen acquire partially negative charge, carbon acquire partially positive charge. Now in the presence of dry ether, these reactions will happen in the presence of dry ether. So I write here dry ether. So I will write this chemical reactions again in this manner: CH3, CH2, C, double bond, and see here, and there is a negative charge over the nitrogen, and here the positive charge on the magnesium. So negative positive portion of this magnesium will attach to this negative portion. So I will write here Mg Br, and the positive terminal of this carbon will be attached to this group. So I will write this portion upside CH2 and CH3. Now I think this point is clear to all of you. Now what we should do upon hydrolysis of hydrolysis means a reaction of this compound to water. So upon hydrolysis, so hydrolysis means reaction with water. So the water molecule I will write in this manner: we have to take two water molecules. Then what happen? This magnesium bromide react with water. This magnesium bromide will react with water, and the this compound react with oxygen and form ketone. So the final chemical reactions I will write in this manner: CH3, CH2, C, double bond O, CH2, CH3 plus Mg, Br, OH plus NH3. See, this is N, 1, 2, and 3 hydrogen. So NH3. So I think the reaction is clear to all of you. The reaction is complete, and I think